The new Loot Crate Phaze Blitz has arrived, and the best way I can describe it is like graffiti punk meets Spider-Gwen. So we're going to figure out how much will it cost and showcase all of the items at the end of the video. But first, I'm gonna need you to stop staring so that we can explain how the loot crates work to the newer people. You make draws on the loot crate by spending Christian, which is a paid premium currency. Each draw is 160 Christian, with the first 10 being 50% off. Each draw has a chance at any item on the banner with these specific chances. You may get lucky to draw one of the featured collection items, but in most cases you will be aiming to receive Lightforged gems that you can then directly trade in to get the collection items specific. These have a chance to drop with each draw, but you're also guaranteed to get one after 20 pulls if you're unlucky. Anytime you draw a duplicate item, you'll receive relics, which can also be used to trade for any of the items in the shop. So before we get into the math for pricing, I want to say that I am a really big fan of graffiti and glitch punk cosmetics. I mean, you've probably seen the mask that I use on my character from the very first loot crate. And I mean, there's also a lot of appealing features for this outfit that, I mean, you're going to see them all in the showcase. Loot crates are already really expensive, and they've now added dyes for additional purchases on top. And honestly, I'm just so disappointed in the direction that this is now taking with that. So here's the math. Lightforged gems have a 7% chance to drop per draw. So via probability calculation, you have a 51.6% chance to get one every 10 pulls. In the absolute worst case scenario, where you are extremely unlucky and never get a gem before the guarantee at 20 pulls, this would be the math for acquiring gems in the worst case. Now, to be fair, this is the absolute worst case, and the more gems you want, the less likely you are to fail this hard. However, I think it's valuable to show you this worst case scenario so that you understand what you're getting into. Additionally, if you are going for all of the items, you'll be getting a ton of duplicates, which will net you relics that you can then spend to directly trade for the items. So technically, unless you don't want to spend the relics for some reason, these worst cases shouldn't really ever happen. And here's where we get into the new dyes. So not only do you have to spend a bunch of money to get the skin set, but now when you do, they're slapping an additional massive price to add color variations. They say that they're on sale as well, which is just an added level of fear of missing out marketing. And I don't know if these will even be purchasable after the sale ends, which is part of that marketing tactic. Spending this much on a color variant for a skin that already costs so much is just unacceptable in my eyes. And honestly, our friend that is providing us the ability to showcase these items today, even they said this was too much for them. So if the big spenders are even feeling grossed out by this, I'm curious what all of my viewers are going to say, so let me know. But for me, it's just a resounding disappointed. In my opinion, you should be able to get the dyes from, the tokens that are already in the game, or like earn them from doing some sort of gameplay, not by paying $60 US. So as a reminder, this system is gambling. If you have an addiction to gambling or you're underage, stay away from this. Spend your money on, I don't know, tasty snacks or something, or just wait for next week's outfit. It looks pretty spicy. And it's also a direct purchase option. And don't worry, I'll show off that outfit in next week's news video, because you know what? I think I'll get that one to support direct purchases instead of this loot crate and its insane dye prices. With all of that out of the way, here's the showcase with footage provided by our friend. Unfortunately, they forgot some of the furniture pack items as they were rushing to go away for the weekend, so I'll supplement that footage. For the Evernight Realm furniture pack, we have the Dimensional Bloom Sofa, the Azure Hot Spring, which does have an animation for you getting in and out, but the footage that we got kind of bugged out and she sat outside. The Dome Curtain, Lotus Steps, Ice Blue Bar Counter, an Ice Blue Bar Stool, Dimensional Curved Sofa, Dimensional Lounge Chair, an Azure Coffee Table, the Azure Chandelier Set, the Evernight Ribbon Chandelier, Ice Blue Dining Table, an Ice Blue Stool, the Evernight Floor Lamp, some Azure Greenery, the Evernight Geometry Wallpaper, Evernight Gilded Wallpaper, the Evernight Geometry Floor Tile, and the Evernight Gilded Ceiling. We've got the Hyper Blitz set, also coming in the Spark variant, and the Ghost variant. Here's the 3 idle animations. When the set is equipped, you also get this dodge roll animation. And we also have the Activatable animation. Caught in a Web Cradle, Fish Among Lotus Leaves Fishtank, and you can actually put in your own fish into this. The Initialization Double Barrel Shotgun, Frost Bloom Makeup Pack. I'm actually a really big fan of this one, even though I normally wear a mask. Beyond Good and Evil Top, Neon Goggles, the Amplifier Weapon Charm, Mini Keyboard Cradle, a Crackle sticker, an Astronaut sticker, which I actually really like how it's only shiny in the one spot, the Twisted Cross emote, the Modern Industrial Greenery, and the Pounding Heart makeup. And last but not least, if you get all 5 of the collection rewards, you will also get the Neon City avatar and the Neon City avatar frame. So if this showcase video helped you decide whether or not you want to pull on this banner, make sure that you subscribe, that way you can see all the upcoming ones. And YouTube's going to recommend a video on the left of your screen, and for my entire Once Human playlist, it'll be on the right.